Hare Krishna, everyone. Welcome to our session on chanting. Before we start, one quick thing that you need today for this session. Which need to have beads inside. You need a bead bag, you need beads, and that's it. And we need your attention. So put that mobile phone on silent, put it away, and for the next, say, hour and a half, let us try and find out ways and means from which we can improve our quality of chanting. Let's start first with, okay. Welcome everyone to our session on chanting. Let's start first with offering Mangalacharan prayers. Om Jnanatimandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Shri Chaitanya Manobishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamahyam Dadati Swapadantikam. Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Uta Padakamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavamsha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunathanvitam Tam Sajivam Sadvetam Savadhutam Parijana Sahityam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lita Shri Vishakhan Vitamscha Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prishtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swaminiti Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Pashatya Deshatarine Namo Mahavadanyaya Krishna Prem Pradayate Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Namne Gaurat Vishi Namaha He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandhu Jagatpate Gopesa Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namastute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Vancha Kalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhya eva cha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namah Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. So today we're going to discuss something which is actually super important for our spiritual life, and that is chanting. So we all know we're supposed to chant. We all know we're supposed to ultimately chant 16 rounds every day. We also know that we are supposed to chant good quality 16 rounds. This is not new news to all of us. This is something that we all know. Now we also, most of us, at least me, we find it difficult to be very attentive throughout our chanting. And some days, some unfortunate days, where we are not at all attentive also. I go through such days where I'm not at all attentive while chanting. The mind is just here and there. Sometimes we forget to do certain things before japa, or certain things in the previous day that actually aid the chanting during the next day chanting period. So let's just have a refresher of those things. This is what this session is about. If you're new to Krishna consciousness, you learn something about how to improve your chanting. If you have been here for a while, you will get a refresher on the tips to improve your chanting, or tips for quality chanting, as we are calling these Japa Hacks, some methods to have good chanting. Now, why is it important? Here, this is the verse from Brihad Naradiya Purana. We all have heard this. Hare Naam eva kevalam kalau nasteva gatir anyatha. In this age of quarrel and hypocrisy, the only means of deliverance is chanting of the holy name of only Lord Hari. There is no other way, there is no other way, there is no other way. So we all accept that we need help in this Kali Yuga. We need help controlling our mind. We need help in feeling more devotional, in our increasing our faith to be able to serve Lord Krishna. We need help because Kali Yuga is designed in such a way to cause us a lot of disturbance. Therefore, Kalau nasteva 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 gatiranata. The age of quarrel and hypocrisy, Kali Yuga. Right? The only means of deliverance is Hare Nam, Hare Nam, Hare Nam eva kevalam. This chanting is so powerful that it can deliver me from the influence of Kali Yuga. What is the influence of Kali Yuga? Quarrel and hypocrisy. We are always having difficulty with our mind. We're having difficulty with each other. Adi Atmik Klesha, Adi Bhautik Klesha, and then Adi Devik Klesha. Things like this coronavirus and other things, they all cause us difficulty. They cause us disturbance. So by this method of devotional service, we come out of that and we can live in somewhat of a peaceful manner. And for performing good devotional service, this chanting of the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra is of prime importance. Why do we chant? So there are many reasons. We can all have a list of reasons why we chant the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra. Let's look at some of the bona fide reasons why we chant Hare Krishna Maha Mantra. To cleanse our heart. We all have a lot of dirt in our heart. Some we may accept or we may not accept, but our hearts are very polluted. When no one is around us, the things that go on in our mind, the things that go on in our heart, only we know. So there is a lot of garbage there, not just from association of this life, not just from impressions of this life, but of lifetimes of impressions of trying to enjoy in this material world. Those enjoying tendencies, the impressions of those are there in our heart. And those are contaminating. Because Bhoktaram Yagya Tapasam, that is Krishna. Krishna is saying Bhoktaram Yagya Tapasam. Sarvaloka Maheshwaram. I am the proprietor. I am the enjoyer. So our tendencies to want to enjoy independently of Krishna are actually contaminating the heart. Because Krishna is the enjoyer. And one who knows this, what does Krishna say? Gyatva Mam Shantim Richati. One who knows me as the above, the enjoyer, the proprietor, and the ever well-wishing friend. Gyatva Mam, as these three, Shantim Richati, can alone achieve peace of mind. So this chanting of the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra is cleansing the heart. Controls the mind. Mana Trayate iti mantra. That which delivers the mind. Tra, that which delivers the mind from all the confusing garbage that it is in. Chanchalam hi mana Krishna, Arjuna says. Pramathi balavad dridam, tasyaham nigraham manye vayuriva suduskaram. Arjuna told Krishna, it's easier for me to control the wind than it is to control my mind because it is chanchal. Chanchalam hi mana Krishna. My mind is chanchal. So that is one of the characteristics of the mind, that it is flickering. Don't just think it's your mind that goes here and there, runs faster than the speed of light. That everyone's mind is like that, except those who are spiritually motivated, spiritually strong, through the process of Bhakti Yoga, primarily through the chanting of the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra, they can control their mind. So Srila Prabhupada said there's no question of stopping the mind. The mind has to be engaged in Krishna's service, and that's when it gets out of engagement with material nature. So this engaging the mind in Krishna's service happens through this Hare Krishna Maha Mantra. What's the meaning of the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra? We're going to discuss that very soon. And that ties very well with this mind control. Re-establish our lost connection with Krishna. We are part and parcel of the Lord. We are eternal servants of the Lord. Jiver Swarup Hoy Krishnera Nitya Das. I am an eternal servant of Lord Krishna. I've forgotten that. I have not been acting on that. And this process of the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra, chanting daily japa of the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra, re-establishes, connects again, links me back with my relationship of service with Lord Krishna. Develops love for the Lord. This loving devotional service, we call it. It's not just devotion. The word devotion cannot be independent of the word love. Loving devotional service. Therefore, when you have devotion for someone, automatically you have love. So this devotional service that we perform to Krishna, it is imperative that we have love for Krishna. So this chanting of the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra is cleansing the heart, controlling the mind, re-establishing our love for Krishna. And we are asking for service. right? The meaning of the Hare Krishna Mahamantra is, O energy of Lord Krishna, Hare, Srimati Radharani, O Srimati Radharani, O Lord Krishna, please engage me in your devotional service. We have to remind ourselves of this when we chant. Sometimes it gets very mechanical. So we have to remind ourselves that I am chanting, I am asking for service. I am asking for service from Srimati Radharani and Krishna. That's what's the meaning of this Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Prabhupada has given us this meaning. That, oh energy of Lord Krishna, oh Lord Krishna, Srimati Radharani, Lord Krishna, please engage me in your service. We are not here to take service from Radha and Krishna. We are here to offer our service. Usually when people go to temples, people have this concept of prayer. Mostly it is for asking for something. I am feeling distressed, I pray, please remove the distress. I have lost something, I pray, please allow me to get it back. Please allow me to, if I don't have something which I want, please give me that. Please give me wealth. Please give me peace of mind, whatever. We ask for things. But actually, we are supposed to offer to Lord Krishna. We're supposed to offer service. Right? So this should be our mood. We should not be praying for anything material. We should be praying for service, because that service is what is my lost relationship with Krishna. My relationship with Krishna is of a servant, eternal servant of Lord Krishna. So this chanting of the Hare Krishna Mahamantra, I am begging Krishna, I am begging Srimati Radharani, please engage me. So this should be our mood when we are chanting. We should always remind ourselves of the meaning of what we are chanting, the meaning of the Hare Krishna Mahamantra. There's a nice story of Rupa Goswami, Srila Rupa Goswami, our Acharya, one of the 6 Goswamis, followers of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So once he was in Vrindavan, and the Lord Chaitanya asked the Goswamis to compose literature, to write about the science of Krishna consciousness. So the Goswamis, they were renunciates. They would sleep under a different tree each night. So primarily two things they were doing. They had to discover the lost places of Krishna's pastimes in Vrindavan, and they had to write literature on the science of devotional service, the science of Krishna consciousness. So once Rupa Goswami was in the process of doing that, when he got a thought that it would be nice, if some arrangement would be made by which I would get certain food items, and then I could cook them up, and I could invite my elder brother, Sanatan Goswami, and I could feed him. Devotees want to always invite each other, or at least we should be wanting to invite each other and feed each other prasad. One of the 6 ways of loving exchanges is inviting for prasad and accepting prasad. So Rupa Goswami just thought this. He went back to his writing. The Goswamis, they were not really interested in maintaining themselves. They were full on engaged in the service which Lord Chaitanya had given them. So there was no means for Rupa Goswami to go and achieve this. Suddenly, one beautiful young girl from the village nearby came. And she came with a pot full of all things for cooking. Grains, some oil, some things to start a fire. And Rupa Goswami was amazed that, oh, I just thought of it and it's come. But then he looked at that girl and he was more astonished by that. More astonished than the fact that, oh, I just thought of something and Krishna answered. More astonishing was this beautiful girl which has come. And Rupa Goswami had never seen her before. So he started inquiring from her. So she said, no, today we had a festival. So we want to feed sadhus. So my mother has asked me to give you this. Where are you from? I've never seen you before. No, I stay here only. Rupa Goswami says, I've never seen you before. No, I stay here only. And she quickly ran away. Girls in villages till now, even when we go to Vrindavan, interior villages, they are very, very shy. So ran away. And Rupa Goswami was just, he was just thinking of that. Anyway, he thought Lord has provided. So he cooked it up and invited Sanatan Goswami. And Sanatan Goswami asked him, where did you get all this? And so he told her this. And Sanatan said, now Sanatan Goswami was so loved by everybody in the village, in Vrindavan, that even forget spiritual discussions, even for their material problems, they would approach Sanatan Goswami. And Sanatan Goswami would solve it, because they knew that there is no one greater, there's no greater sadhu who has, who is following the will of the Lord, and therefore he can guide us in a better way. No one better than Sanatan Goswami. So they would go. So Sanatan Goswami practically knew everyone in Vrindavan. So he said, when he heard this description, he thought, oh, that's strange. I know everyone in Vrindavan. I've never seen this girl. And then it clicked to him. Oh my God. Do you realize what happened? That was Srimati Radharani herself. She answered your prayer and she herself came. So actually, we have become very great offenders. Now, something like this will happen to anyone else. They'll feel, wow, I'm such a nice devotee and I'm so blessed that Lord has come to, reciprocate with me. That's so nice. So they'll be happy. They'll put it on Facebook. They'll put it on Twitter. Lord came today, answered my prayer. I'm such a nice devotee. Come worship me, bring flowers, offer on my lotus feet. Rupa and Sanatan Goswami, the pure devotees, they became very, very ashamed. And they started cursing themselves. Oh my God, we are chanting this Hare Krishna Mahamantra to offer service to Radha and Krishna. But here we ended up taking service from Radha and Krishna. And they became very sad. But then because these food items were touched by Radharani, they went into bliss by eating that. But then Sanatan told Rupa, don't have such feelings again. Don't desire such things again, because the Lord is impelled to come and fulfill your desire. So although Krishna wants to become the servant of his devotee, Krishna wants to fulfill the spiritual desires of his devotees. But as devotees of Lord Krishna, we must not want anything material from Lord Krishna. We must not ask for any material things from Lord Krishna. Remove this, give me that, do this, do that. We must simply ask, please engage me in your service. So the mood of chanting should be this: engage me in your service, offer me service. And then when service comes, accept it. The power of this Hare Krishna Mahamantra can't be understated. This verse from Chaitanya Charitamrita: Eka Krishna nama kare sarva papa shay, Navavida bhakti purna nama haite hai. Simply by chanting the holy name of Krishna once. How many times? Once. A person is relieved from all reactions of sinful life. One can complete the 9 processes of devotional service simply by chanting the holy name. So the Lord has invested all his potencies in this Hare Krishna Mahamantra. All of Krishna's power is in this Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Kali Kale Nama Rupa Krishna Avatar. Krishna in Kali Yuga comes in the form of his holy name. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu comes to invest love of God in the holy name. And thus it has the power of burning any bad samskar, any bad impression, any bad karma. This Hare Krishna Mahamantra can burn. Why do we want those things to go away? Not so that I can be free from sin, but my obstacles on the path of bhakti can be removed. And the chanting does that. So this is Krishna. It's non-different from Krishna. When I'm chanting the Hare Krishna Mahamantra, I am associating with Krishna. That's the power. Krishna's power is in this. And we all have heard so many stories of Lord Krishna performing superhuman activities. He is superhuman. Janma karma chame divyam. My activities and appearance are divine. So now the Lord is full of all 6 opulences. One of them is strength. So all his power has been invested in this. If he can lift a hill when he was just 7 years old, if he can kill demons from when he was 3 months old, if he can do all these things, can't he remove the garbage in our mind? Can't he remove the dirt in our heart? Of course, Krishna can, provided we chant properly with this mood that this is Krishna. The name of Krishna and Krishna is non-different, and I am begging for service. In this way, Lord Krishna can cleanse our heart and mind. Certain prerequisites, certain foundations actually of good quality japa. We all heard this. Posture. When the good part about Zoom sessions is that you can attend from the convenience of wherever you are. So sometimes you don't have to. Sometimes we can't come to the temple because of a journey and this that. So, or I'm not living in the same city. I can attend on Zoom. But the bad part is we can't see everybody, and there is some distance because it's online. So whenever we conduct this session, and as soon as this thing comes up, posture, you can see automatically there's like tongue. Everyone just gets up. Everyone's backs are erect. So hopefully that's happening. Unless you're lying down and watching a Japa seminar, please don't do that. Get up, sit straight, because in about a minute, we're going to start chanting. Pronunciation. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. The word Hare, the word Krishna, and the word Ram, all three are names of the Lord, should be chanted as they are. My name is Narottam. When someone calls me Narottam, I reply. When they call me something else, I may think they're calling someone else. Similarly, when I say Krishna, Krishna takes attention. He pays attention. When I say Kisha or Kita or Kisha, Krishna is not obliged to hear me, right? Unless I'm from China and I can't pronounce R, in which case Krishna fully accepts, because Krishna is Bhavagrahi Janardhan. But considering all of you, 96 on Zoom and few more on YouTube, are Indians who can pronounce R, we should say Krishna, Hare, Rama, proper pronunciation. We are not here, or we don't get any prizes for chanting quick rounds. 5 minute में मैंने उड़ा दिया, 4 minute में आज किया, 3.5 minute में मैंने माला घुमा दिया. There's no benefit in that. But proper chanting, pronunciation, it should take a minimum of 6 minutes, 5.5 to 6.5. That's like proper pronunciation. So Hare Krishna and Rama, I should pronounce properly, not be in a rush to complete the round, but be in a mood to chant good quality rounds. Prayer, this prayerful mood. Oh Srimati Radharani, oh Lord Krishna, please engage me in your service. Please help me. So long I have been trying to enjoy independently of you. I didn't know that I'm your servant. Now that I've understood that I'm your servant, I want to serve you. Please help me. My mind is going here and there. It's difficult. Please help me. I want to serve you. That mood. That should be our mood. I'm not like this. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, not like that. There's no, that's not the mood. You're not asking anything. Everything should be kept away. It should just be me and my bead bag, and in a prayerful mood, I should chant. And I should always chant the Panchatattva mantra before every round of the Hare Krishna mantra. What is the Panchatattva mantra? Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shrivas Adi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Names of Lord Chaitanya and his associates. Lord Chaitanya and his associates have come in Kali Yuga to give us this Hare Krishna Mahamantra, and they have invested love of God in this Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Therefore, when we pray to the Panchatattva, then even though we're not qualified, even though our mind is a nuisance, they bestow the mercy upon us. They bestow the qualification that we can chant the Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Therefore, always chant the Panchatattva mantra. Let us quickly now read one quote from Srila Prabhupada, an inspirational quote on chanting, and then I would request Kashyap Prabhu to chant. We're going to chant next 1 hour. We're going to chant every 10-15 minutes for a few minutes. We're not going to chant an entire round. We're going to chant for 3 to 4 minutes, but we want all of you to chant with us. So don't just hear him chant, chant with him. Take out your bead bag. Now is the time. Hopefully it's next to you. Otherwise, if it's somewhere deep inside the cupboard, go find it, remove it, keep it with you, and get ready to chant with a straight posture, proper pronunciation, in a prayerful mood. Let us hear from Srila Prabhupada before we start chanting. Simply addressing the energy of the Supreme Lord as Hare and the Lord himself as Krishna very soon situates the Lord within the heart of the devotee. By thus addressing Radha and Krishna, one directly engages in his Lordship's service. The essence of all revealed scriptures and all knowledge is present when one addresses the Lord and his energy by the Hare Krishna mantra. For this transcendental vibration can completely liberate a conditioned soul and directly engage him in the service of the Lord. Now, for the next 3 minutes, we will chant the Hare Krishna Mahamantra. So, Kashyap Prabhu, if you could just lead us into the japa.
Sure, Prabhuji. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Prabhu Nityananda, Shri Advait Gadadhar, Shri Vasadi, Gaur Bhaktavinda. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare.
Thank you, Kashyap Prabhu.
Thank you, Prabhuji.
So now, let's go through one verse from the Shikshashtakam, which Lord Chaitanya has given 8 verses, 8 instructions that Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu gives. Let's look at the first one. It talks about chanting. The verse is, many of us would know this. Cheto darpana marjanam bhava maha davagni nirvapanam shreya kairava chandrika vitaranam vidya vadhu jivanam anandam buddhi vardhanam pratipadam purnamrita swadanam sarvatma snapanam param vijayate Shri Krishna sankirtanam. Let's look at the meaning. Marjan, cheto darpana marjanam. So marjan means, we know, cleansing. Darpan is the mirror, cheta of the heart. So this Hare Krishna Mahamantra, the names of Lord Krishna, they cleanse the mirror of my heart. They cleanse my heart. We discussed earlier, one reason to chant the Hare Krishna Mahamantra is it cleanses the heart. Here, this is proof of that. So cheta darpanam marjanam. And you don't use the word marjan for any ordinary cleaning. It is when you have to do intense cleaning. I have to really scrub hard. I've gone to a place where there is a lot of dirt, many months not getting cleaned. Maybe, just like when your maid came back to work after 5 months and she found your house not very clean. Marjan, it requires scrubbing. So this Hare Krishna Mahamantra scrubs the heart. Why? Bhava Maha Davagni Nirvapanam. Because this great forest fire, Mahadavagni, of material life, of trying to enjoy, is there in my heart. So, Nirvapanam, it's extinguishing this kida, this desire for wanting to enjoy independently of Krishna. That's the reason why I'm here in the first place. That's what's got me here. And so this Mahadavagni, great desire of enjoying in this material world, is extinguished. And then what happens? Shreya Kairava Chandrika Vitaranam. The awakening, Shreya Kairava, the awakening of my spiritual life happens through this thing. It blossoms. Chandrika, just like the cooling rays of the moon. So this Hare Krishna Mahamantra's cooling effect is going to destroy the Mahadavagni, this blazing fire of trying to enjoy in this material world. It's going to destroy that by the cooling rays of Krishna's holy names, of Krishna's devotional service. Shreya Kairava Chandrika Vitaranam. Going to destroy that by giving me bhakti. Through the process of bhakti, which I gain from this chanting, automatically the desire, this burning desire to enjoy in this material world, gets destroyed. So Just like Srila Prabhupada always tells us, we don't have to try and give up our bad habits or instantly do that. Engage in Krishna's service. When we engage in the Lord's service, we develop the higher taste, automatically those things go away. So this chanting helps in that. Shreya Kairava Chandrika Vitaranam and Vidya Vadhu Jivanam. All transcendental knowledge, just like Brahma. Brahma received all knowledge just by hearing the transcendental sound vibration. So this transcendental sound vibration of the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra automatically brings all transcendental knowledge. Anandam Buddhivardhanam. Then what does it do? It leads to bliss. It leads to happiness. That's why Prabhupada called his book Chant and Be Happy. By the process of re-establishing my loving relationship with Krishna, automatically I experience happiness. Krishna says, Suridam Sarva Bhutanam, I'm your best friend. Yatva Mam Shantim Richati. By this you get peace, you get happiness. So this transcendental bliss, which actually is my nature, because Satchit Ananda, the soul's nature is to be blissful. That nature gets revived and re-established through this chanting. Anandam Buddhivardhanam Pratipadam Purnamrita Swadhanam. Step by step, our taste becomes full. So right now, or even before I came to Krishna consciousness, I didn't really have a very strong attraction for Lord Krishna. After understanding by the mercy of the devotees, by the mercy of the Lord, now I've come to Krishna consciousness. The more I chant, the more I engage in proper devotional service, starting with this Hare Krishna Maha Mantra, the more my love for Krishna will increase, the more my taste for this Hare Krishna Maha Mantra will increase. Initially, it may seem like a drag. Oh, I have to chant. Just like when you make kids chant, or when I try to make my son chant, it seems like a punishment. No. Sit and chant one whole mala, that 10 minutes. No, I'd rather do 10 other things. Similarly, for grown-up kids like all of us also, it may happen that even though we may be chanting 16 rounds, we may not be doing it joyfully, or we may not be looking forward to it next day. Get up in the morning, oh wow, I get to chant 16 rounds. So that's our disease. That's our problem. Advanced devotees who are very strong in devotional service, they feel that yes, I'm going to chant now. They love it. And in fact, they feel remorseful when the 16 rounds are over. For us, it's the other way around. When it's coming closer, I start to feel Anandam Buddhivardhanam. Whereas it's the other way around. So I feel a pure devotee wants to continue chanting. And therefore, you have so many devotees who voluntarily chant more. Of course, we know we have our service to do. And after our services, if there is more time, then devotees like to chant more. So this taste, Purnamrita Swadanam, this taste for the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra comes by chanting the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra. The more you chant nicely, the more you will get this desire and this taste for wanting to chant more. Amrita. Sarvatma Snapanam, which means bathing all souls, Param Vijayate Shri Krishna Sankirtanam. That because of all these above reasons, this Hare Krishna Maha Mantra is supremely victorious over material existence. It can destroy, completely eliminate all my material desires if I chant nicely with this mode. What does it do? Cheta Darpana Marjanam. It cleanses my heart of Dava Mahavagni Nirvapanam, of this blazing fire of material existence. Shreya Kairava Chandrika. By bringing in the moon-like rays of Krishna's holy names, Vidya Vadhu Jivanam. It gives me the life of this transcendental knowledge. Anandam Buddhivardhanam brings bliss. Pratipadam Purnamrita Swadanam. And the more I chant, the more I develop a taste for chanting. Sarvatna Snapanam, for everybody. It's available for everybody. There is no distinction. Param Vijayate Shri Krishna Sankirtanam. Because of this holy name is supremely victorious over material existence, over Maya. Let's look at some other effective tips, or rather some prerequisites. We discussed last time: posture, pronunciation, prayer, and the Panchatattva mantra. Now let's look at more subtle prerequisites, some very important things that if I want to improve my chanting, or if I want to get the benefits of removing the blazing fire of material existence, bringing love of God, cleansing my heart, I need to do these few things. Some prerequisites for quality japa. Now, this is not technical. This is not, okay, let me write it down and I'll buy these things. This has to do with your dedication and your sincerity. We need to give importance to this Hare Krishna Mahamantra. We need to give importance to chanting. We need to give importance to our japa. When you have to do something important, for example, you have an exam next day, right? Or you have a very important meeting in which you have to give a very big presentation the next day, or you have to undergo surgery the next day, or someone else has to undergo surgery. These things take prime importance. Exam next day, okay, nothing doing. I'm going to study today, hopefully. Presentation next day, I have to prepare. Let whatever else happen, let there be whatever tempting opportunities. I need to focus on this because I have to give an important presentation tomorrow. Or I need to avoid certain things because I have to undergo surgery, or I need to clear my schedule because I have to be in the hospital for someone else's surgery. Many such things. We give them prime importance. We remove everything else and focus on that. Now, this thing that is going to bring love of God in my heart, that's going to cleanse my heart, that's going to reestablish my loving service with Lord Krishna, that is going to bring Krishna in my life. Isn't it the most important? Doesn't it even supersede all these other things that we just said? We need to give it importance. And that means adjusting our schedule in such a way that there is time for chanting. There is time for morning chanting, early morning chanting. And I take rest early. I sleep on time so that I get up early and chant. I need to do these things. Then only I show Krishna I am serious about it. If I space out, I get up whenever I want to, and then I sit with the mala, Krishna is not really inclined to help me out. But when I get up early, when I adjust my schedule so that I can sleep on time, Krishna thinks, oh yeah, this is a serious fellow. And then automatically the effects will come. So I need to give it importance. Excuse me. I need to put effort. Any important thing doesn't come cheaply. Thomas Jefferson, he once said, if you want something you've never had, you need to do something that you've never done. And then you'll get that, or you may try and get that. So I want all these effects. I want my heart to get cleansed. I want my mind to get peaceful. I actually want to love Krishna. I want to serve Krishna. I want to do all those things. I need to put in the efforts also. I need to put in the efforts for that. So chanting means every now and then the mind will go here and there. I need to bring it back. That effort I need to put. Not that, oh, today chanting is so difficult, so let me give up. Let me, watch something on the phone so that these 16 rounds will go by faster. Or let me just pick up my pace so that, Krishna also doesn't understand what I'm doing, but mala ho jayega. That's not. Even if it's tough, or even if I'm tired, I should get up in the morning. Even if I'm not feeling well, I should still put in the effort. Maybe I can get up a little late if I'm not feeling well, but I should put in the efforts to chant. So it's hard work. It's not just it's not just, something that I need to put my hand in the mala and just start to speak these words. It's a function. It's a question of hearing the Hare Krishna Mahamantra. And therefore I should put in the efforts. Let my mind go here and there 10 times within one Hare Krishna, within one mala. 10 times I want to bring it back. That effort I should put. Our Atul Krishna Prabhu says, after chanting properly, we should feel a bit tired because I have constantly been in a tug of war with my mind or with my material desires. With that desire, when you get up and the alarm clock rings, thoda aur so jate hain. No, I'm going to put in the efforts. I'm going to get up now immediately. No snoozing. Get up, get in the shower, and then start your japa. So put in the efforts. Associate with sincere devotees. You associate with good devotees. You associate with devotees who are into chanting, who are into good quality chanting, who are into studying Prabhupada's books, who are into this whole lifestyle of Krishna consciousness. Automatically, their good qualities will rub off on you. So associate with sincere devotees. Don't just associate with devotees for gossip or for socializing. But I want to associate with those nice devotees who are really serious about spiritual life, not just for networking, but for progressing in spiritual life. And therefore, I should associate with sincere devotees. If I want to chant, be able to chant nicely, associate with those nice devotees. And what am I asking for when I'm chanting? Please engage me in devotional service. Therefore, when I am given devotional service, I must accept it. Not that, no, Prabhu, I don't have time. I am studying. I am just studying the books, or I don't have time. I am too busy with other things. Or even in devotional service, I am just busy with maybe what I want to do. When I'm given service, practical service, whatever it may be, if my superiors give me that service, I should be willing to do it because I should see that's Krishna working through these devotees. So if I'm saying no to service, and if I'm trying to chant, and chanting means asking for service, it's not going to work. So give it importance, adjust your schedule in such a way, put in the efforts, get up in the morning, say no to certain things. Even when the mind goes here and there, bring it back. Work hard, fight with the mind when you're chanting. Have association of good devotees and hear from them. Take guidance from them, ask them questions. And when service comes, perform it nicely. If these things we do, automatically we will see japa will improve. Now let's discuss a few tips on chanting. The first one, these are from Bhurijan Prabhu's book, Japa. So the first key is chant. Chant, okay? Just chant. You're not going to get the benefit of chanting if you don't chant. So therefore, Bhaktivinoda Thakur in his bhajan says, Grihe tako, bane tako, sada hari bole dako, sukhe dukhe bolo nako, badane hari naam karo re. Whether you are a householder or a sannyasi, constantly chant Hari Hari. Do not forget this chanting. Whether you are in a happy condition or in a distressful one, fill your lips with the Hari Naam. Not that I am too distressful today. I am too disturbed today to chant. Even if we are disturbed, we should chant. Or I am very happy today. So, theek hai, mala baad mein karenge. Something important more. Either way, sukhe dukhe, bolo nako, vadane hari naam karo re. Chant in whatever condition. Basically, it means whatever condition. It's cold or hot. You're happy or sad. Whatever. We must chant every day. To get the benefits of chanting, you need to chant. There's no rocket science involved in this. So now, what are we going to do? We are going to chant. So let's invite Kashyap Prabhu back. Let's read one quote from Srila Prabhupada, and then we're going to chant with Kashyap Prabhu. This is very relevant to Pfizer and Oxford and all these guys who are trying to develop something. We have a vaccine which is going to kill all the viruses of the material world. Let's see what Prabhupada says. So this vaccine of chanting Hare Krishna Maha Mantra will keep you fit without any contamination of this age of Kali. No virus, no mental virus or physical virus. Everything is going to go away. And that is happening. All over the world, people are chanting Hare Krishna Maha Mantra. And practically we see those who are chanting, they're becoming free from the contamination. If you follow the rules and regulations, very simple thing, and chant Hare Krishna Maha Mantra, that is our request. Then, in spite of this contaminated age of Kali, you will be saved. You will be saved, Srila Prabhupada says. So, this vaccine of this Hare Krishna Maha Mantra, which is going to remove what? calm, the virus of lust, the virus of anger, the virus of greed, the virus of pride, envy, illusion, all these viruses which are millions and billions and trillions and gazillion times more powerful than coronavirus. They have led to my death lifetimes after lifetimes. They have led to the death of every living entity lifetimes after lifetimes, because till I have these, I'm going to take another birth, which means I'm going to die. So this Hare Krishna Maha Mantra is the prime vaccine. And guess what? It's available and it's free. All it requires is my efforts. So now, knowing that this is going to kill, it's going to protect me from all these contaminations of my heart, let us chant.
Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Prabhu Nityananda, Shri Advaita Gadadhar, Shivasadi, Gaur Bhaktavinda. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare. Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare.
Thank you, Kashyap Prabhu.
Thank you, Prabhuji.
So I hope all of you are chanting along with Kashyap Prabhu. And now let us look at the second key, which Murijan Prabhu says, or which basically devotees accept as important for chanting. And that has got to do with the mind. So let's read something about the mind, as Srila Prabhupada writes in Srimad Bhagavatam. This is Lord Krishna speaking to Uddhava. And Krishna says, "My dear Uddhava, a person bereft of intelligence first falsely identifies himself with the material body and mind. And when such false knowledge arises within one's consciousness, material passion, the cause of great suffering, pervades the mind, which by nature is situated in goodness. The mind, contaminated by passion, becomes absorbed in making and changing many plans for material advancement. Thus, by constantly thinking of the modes of material nature, a foolish person is afflicted with unbearable material desires." So this is the nature of the mind, right? It is constantly engaged in making and changing plans for material advancement. That is the function of the mind. So even when we are chanting, the mind continues with its old ways till the time we keep on progressing in spiritual life to the point where then we start to overpower the mind. But otherwise, it's very common for the mind to throw such things. And therefore, it's very important when we chant Hare Krishna to try and break up the journey of our rounds by trying to hear one mantra at a time. What are we supposed to do when we chant? We're supposed to hear. I'm supposed to hear the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra. I'm not necessarily supposed to picture Lord Krishna in my mind, or picture something, or be in nothingness, just take a deep breath, now start. None of those things. I am simply supposed to hear what I am chanting. And because the nature of the mind is to run here and there. So if I tell the mind that, boss, you have to sit and chant for 2 hours, the mind gives up. Not possible at all. Hoga hi nahi, chhod do, abhi se give up. But if I tell myself, okay, I'll do one mala at a time, and in that also one mantra at a time. Okay, mind, let's focus on the next Hare Krishna Maha Mantra. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Now if I tell all of you all, let us just chant one Hare Krishna Maha Mantra. Get ready? Let's chant just one Hare Krishna Maha Mantra and let's be attentive. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. That wasn't difficult, was it? Because we limited it to one. And now I should reset the mind. Now one more, now one more, now one more, like that. So, and let's not try and get smart and say, मैं 4 महामंत्र एक साथ सुनूंगा. तो mind 4 के tranches में जाते हैं हम लोग. Don't be tempted to add anything to this task. One mantra at a time means one mantra at a time, and I will reset again and again. The third key is to talk to the mind. You understand? Who are you? You are not the mind. You are spirit soul. All of us are spirit souls. Therefore, we are different from the mind. We're different from the body. I say I'm not the body, I'm the soul. That means gross and subtle, both. I'm not the mind, I'm the soul. I'm not the intelligence, I'm the soul. I'm not the false ego. I am the soul, servant of Lord Krishna. That's my real ego. So I should talk to the mind and tell my mind, all you have to do is listen to one Hare Krishna Maha Mantra at a time, nothing more, nothing less. With this conversation, I should approach this Hare Krishna Maha Mantra. So before every round also, I should just tell my mind, please stop troubling me so much today. I need to focus properly. Ravan and Hiranyakashipu, they had determination. Of course, they used it in a wrong way. But this determination to, I want to chant nicely, should be there. I should enter into that mood. Just like a team, a sports team. Before the match starts, they should all be determined that we can win. Only then they may be able to win. But from the beginning, they think, oh, this team is really very good and we are not so nice. Then they're never going to win. Similarly, I should be determined. Today, this next mala, I will try and chant nicely. By Lord Krishna's mercy, let me approach this next Hare Krishna Maha Mantra. And so then focus on that. Let us try and now apply this. We will pronounce properly, but now we will try and take it one mantra at a time, one Maha Mantra at a time, and then I will reset. So I'm going to tell my mind, I'm going to chant one Hare Krishna Maha Mantra. You please focus, please hear, and then go on like that. Let's invite Kashyap Prabhu back. Before that, let's read another inspirational quote from Srila Prabhupada about chanting. One should follow in the footsteps of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and engage constantly in the Maha Mantra, which is Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Then he will never feel the distresses of the world in duality. In any condition of life, one will be happy if he chants the holy name of the Lord. Now you see the benefits. See the benefits of this. In any condition of life, whatever my karma has in store for me, if I chant nicely, if I chant attentively, I will be blissful. Anandam Buddhivardhanam. So now, one Hare Krishna Maha Mantra at a time, I will go on and let's chant for a couple of minutes like that.
जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद. हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण राम हरे हरे.
Thank you, Kashyap Prabhu.
Thank you, Prabhuji.
So this method of trying to focus on each Hare Krishna Maha Mantra, or sometimes even trying to focus on the first Hare, is effective. It's useful because I can break it up. Considering my mind, which is so chanchal, it needs to be given smaller tasks. About the mind, right? Krishna says in the Bhagavad Gita, and this is the fourth tip for chanting, wherever the mind goes, bring it back. Krishna says this in the Bhagavad Gita, yato nischalati manas chanchalam astiram tatas tato niyametad atmaneva vasham nayet. This is the 26th verse of the 6th chapter. From wherever the mind wanders due to its flickering and unsteady nature, one must certainly withdraw it and bring it back under the control of the self. So while I'm chanting, suddenly I get thoughts of what I'm supposed to do during the day. Suddenly I get thoughts of something that I did yesterday. Suddenly I start planning the day. And then I realize, oh, I'm supposed to be chanting. And then I bring it back. So although I'm chanting, but I'm thinking of other things while the mala is going on, but I'm thinking of other things. Now, when I realize, hey, what are you doing? What are you not supposed to do that? You're supposed to hear, bring it back. No need to go back and start from the beginning. Continue from wherever you are, but bring the mind back. When you realize that the mind has wandered here and there, because that's the nature of the mind, to wander here and there. You take a dog on a walk, the dog is going to go here and there. That's why you have those strong, big, long ropes, and then the owner has to bring the dog back. The mind is like that. It's going to go here and there, here and there. The minute I realize I should bring it back, I should not feel, kya fayda, mala kar raha hu, mind is going here and there. No problem. That's not in my hand now. My mind went here and there, no problem. Now when I realized it, now what is coming is in my hand. And that is the remainder of the mala. That is in my hand. Literally also, but figuratively also, it's in my hand, because now I can choose again to bring the mind back and focus. And then again, maybe after 5 Hare Krishna Mahamantras or 10 Hare Krishna Mahamantras, again the mind will go here and there. And then maybe after a couple of minutes, again I realize, I bring it back. I bring it back. So from wherever the mind wanders, bring it back. And bring it back to what? To hearing the Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Srila Prabhupada writes, there is one easy weapon with which the mind can be conquered. And what is that? Neglect. What's that weapon? Neglect. The mind is always telling us to do this or that. Therefore, we should be very expert in disobeying the mind's orders. Disobey the mind. Gradually, the mind should be trained to obey the orders of the soul. It is not that one should obey the orders of the mind. Mind is saying, बहुत टाइम से ऐसे बैठे पैर दुख रहा है, थोड़ा उठते हैं, चलो उठते हैं. Mind is saying, बहुत प्यास लगी, थोड़ा पानी पीते हैं, चलो पानी पीते हैं. Mind is saying, बहुत टाइम से फोन देखा नहीं, थोड़ा देख लेते हैं क्या है, फिर जपा करेंगे, चलो देख लेते हैं. Mind is saying, इतना जल्दी क्यों जप करना, बाद में करेंगे, तो छोड़ देते हैं. Or I don't even get up. I'm not supposed to listen to the mind. I'm supposed to neglect the mind. In fact, when the mind says something, I should do exactly the opposite. The mind is saying, so, matlab, get up. It's time to wake up. Jeev jago. When the mind is saying, chal ke jap karo, matlab, you should sit only and chant, because that's what's good for you. Mind is trying to escape the influence of the Hare Krishna Mahamantra on itself. It's wanting its freedom. And I don't want to give it freedom. I want to bring it under my control. And that's going to happen by neglecting the mind, Srila Prabhupada says. Another important thing. So the first one was just chant. You want the benefit of something, you have to do it. You want the benefit of cycling, go cycle. You want the benefit of eating healthy, start eating healthy. You want the benefit of chanting, chant. Chant the Hare Krishna Mahamantra every day. Preferably 16 rounds every day, and preferably in the morning. Second, the second key was pertaining to the mind. Just hear one Hare Krishna Mahamantra at a time. Break it up into smaller tasks for the mind and talk to the mind before you start chanting. I want to chant nicely. I don't want to get distracted today. So let us try and focus chanting. Always remind yourself of the meaning of the Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Oh energy of Lord Krishna, oh my dear Lord Krishna, please engage me in your devotional service. And then wherever the mind goes, I bring it back. I bring it back and I focus on the chanting, on the sound vibration. Prabhupada says, as a result of chanting the Hare Krishna Mahamantra, one makes such great advancement in spiritual life that simultaneously his material life terminates and he receives love of Godhead. The holy name of Krishna is so powerful that by chanting even one name, one very easily achieves these transcendental riches. The next important thing to do to improve chanting is to read Prabhupada's books. Because when we read Prabhupada's books every day, we develop the knowledge, or we get the inspiration to further my spiritual life. We get inspiration to say no to the material world and say yes to the spiritual world, say yes to my devotional service. And therefore, those who read regularly, those who read every day, they are more likely to chant nicely. And when I say read, I mean read Srila Prabhupada's books, not the newspaper. I read Srila Prabhupada's books. And if I read Srila Prabhupada's books every day, it's going to be possible that even when I'm chanting, I remember what I read yesterday or just before chanting what I read. And that's going to hold me in good stead. So regular, in fact, daily reading, daily good reading leads to daily good chanting. Prayer. This is not a mechanical thing. Before I start chanting, I should pray. I should pray to Krishna. I should pray to the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra. I should pray to Srila Prabhupada. I should pray to my spiritual master that please allow me to chant nicely. Dear Lord Krishna, lifetimes after lifetimes, I have tried to enjoy independent of you. Now I've finally come in association of your devotees and I've understood the importance of this chanting. Please allow me to chant nicely. Please allow me to focus on this Hare Krishna Maha Mantra. Please allow me to be regular and chant good quality rounds. Please allow me to beg for devotional service. So this prayer before chanting and even spontaneous prayers during chanting, when the mind wanders here and there, when it becomes too difficult, we can offer prayers in our mind to Lord Krishna. Please, Krishna, help me. It's becoming too difficult. Although, I brought this upon myself because I have been trying to enjoy for such a long time. Please help me. I am really trying to serve you. I really want to chant properly. Please help me. Prayers. These should be the prayers of a devotee. We're not interested in asking for material things. We're not interested in asking for removal of distress also. We're interested in furthering our spiritual life. We're interested in performing devotional service. I'm interested in getting association of good devotees. I'm interested in getting inspiration to say yes to my spiritual life and no to the material world. This is the prayer of a devotee. So we should be praying like this. So these are few tips on how we can chant nicely. There are certain things we should avoid also. These are things we should do. There are certain things we should avoid. And those are the 10 offenses to the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra. We'll share this with all of you after the session. Let's just go through the 10 offenses and then we'll chant some more. 10 offenses, Nama Aparad, to the holy name. The first one, to blaspheme the devotees who have dedicated their lives for propagating the holy name of the Lord. That means to criticize devotees. Vaishnava Aparad, to say ill of devotees. That's an offense. If you're doing that, there is no chance that the holy name will reveal itself. The holy name is Krishna, non-different. Krishna is not going to reveal himself to us if I'm going to be criticizing devotees. To consider the names of demigods like Lord Shiva and Lord Brahma to be equal to or independent of the name of Lord Vishnu. I should understand Krishna is the Supreme Lord and these others are subservient to him. Not that the name of Lord Krishna, the name of Brahma, the name of Shiva are all equal. That's an offense. To disobey the orders of the spiritual master. In our case, the preeminent Shiksha Guru, our primary spiritual master, Srila Prabhupada. We follow the instructions of Prabhupada. To blaspheme the Vedic literature in pursuance of the Vedic version. To speak ill or to not follow the instructions of Shastra. That's what this means. To consider the glories of chanting Hare Krishna to be imagination. All these things we discussed. Cheta, Darpana, Marjanam, cleansing of the heart. Shreya Kairava Chandrika, the moon of the holy name, Vidya Vadu Jivanam, gives me the transcendental knowledge. It's going to Mahadavagni Nirvapanam, take away my material miseries. Anandam Buddhi Vardhanam, give me bliss. ये सब थोड़ी होता है. ये सब ऐसे लिखने के लिए है, poetically लिख दिया है. If I think that these glories of the holy name are imagination, that's an offense. It actually works. The only thing is I need to get connected to it properly, and then it will have the impact that it has had on everyone else. It's going to have that same impact on me also. This is factual. I need to tune into this. The sixth offense is to give some mundane interpretation to the holy name. The meaning of the Hare Krishna Mahamantra is there. Lord Krishna, Srimati Radharani, engage me in your service. There no other interpretation except this. To commit sinful activities on the strength of the holy name. Hare Krishna Mahamantra भी जप करेंगे, चेतो दर्पणम मार्जनम होते रहेगा, और फिर पाप भी करते रहेंगे. क्या बात है, हमारा equal रहेगा. My equation will be balanced. My books will be balanced. That's wrong. I am chanting to get rid of my past sins, not to commit further sins. If I do that, if I have that kind of a mood, jap bhi karo, paap bhi karo, there's going to be no impact. To consider the Hare Krishna Mahamantra as one of the ritualistic activities of Vedas that give fruitive results, karma kand. That means, jap karunga to paisa aayega, jap karunga to dukh chale jayega, jap karunga to मेरी शादी हो जाएगी, या मेरी बेटी की शादी हो जाएगी, या मेरे बेटे की शादी हो जाएगी, या मुझे प्रमोशन मिलेगा और मुझे अच्छे मार्क्स मिलेंगे. That's not why I'm chanting the Hare Krishna Mahamantra. I'm chanting the Hare Krishna Mahamantra to beg service from Radha and Krishna, to increase my love for Radha and Krishna. And that's the only reason why I'm chanting, not to get something in return. To instruct faithless people about the glories of the Hare Krishna Mahamantra is also not good. And to not have complete faith in the chanting of the holy names, and to maintain material attachments even after understanding so many instructions on this matter. To think that I still want a good material life, or to not have faith that this actually works, that's also an offense. And it's also offensive to be inattentive while chanting. So we avoid these offenses, we follow the good things. I sit properly, I pronounce properly, I have the prayerful mood. Lord Krishna, I'm begging you for service. When I get service, I do it. I give importance to this chanting. So I'll do whatever it requires to chant properly, sleep on time, adjust my schedule, wake up in the morning, work hard for it, associate with devotees. When I get service, I do it properly. And then I take it one step at a time, one mantra at a time. I ignore the mind. I neglect the mind. Wherever the mind runs, I bring it back. I'm serious about this process. I read every day and I pray to the Lord to allow me to chant properly. I avoid these offenses. I do those things seriously day in and day out. Not just aaj ye dekha to kal kiya fir bhul gaye. I do these things again and again. And it is guaranteed my chanting will improve. We also, apart from this, would like to help you out in certain of these things. And therefore, we have some assistance for you so that you can chant good quality japa. Some programs we have, thanks to the lockdown, which we plan to continue, Krishna willing, for a very long time. The first thing is this association that we talked about. So we have this association for chanting. It's very easy to go to the temple and chant because the devotees are all there. So we want to bring that same mood, and we're offering you this japa session every morning, 6 a.m. to 7:30 on that FCC app, free conference call app, meeting ID JAPA@108, japa at 108. You have Kashyap Prabhu, who you were chanting with, who has shifted to Mayapur. So from the capital of the Krishna consciousness movement, he is broadcasting the japa session every morning, 6 a.m. to 7:30. And you can see, I like to join in. One is because he's chanting, so I'm hearing him. And second is I also like to see, there are 25 other people with me. There are 30 people with me. I'm not just alone in chanting. And so then I feel that enthusiasm to chant. So you have this association on the app. And I think for the last 10 days or so, I have been joining daily. It's a very nice way to improve your chanting. We're not alone. We have devotees who are chanting with us. This session helps us with that. So join that. We said read every day. So we can help you out with that as well. Every night, 8:30 p.m. Japa session, Bhagavatam reading session. Morning Japa, night Bhagavatam. You do this, your Japa will improve. So for the Bhagavatam reading session, 8:30 p.m. to 9 p.m. Meeting ID is NPDAS, NP Das. After that, we also invite you for joining Chad. So if you're new, you can't join the Bhagavatam session, at least join us at 9 p.m. wherein we chant the shlokas of the Bhagavad Gita and we discuss one verse. Same meeting ID, NP Das 108. And then get engaged in devotional service. And the way to do that is ask for seva. My dear Prabhu, my dear Mataji, is there some service you can engage me in? We should ask. And in this way, we can help you out. We have the morning japa session, join us. We have the nightly reading session, join us. We have the recitation of Bhagavad Gita. Come, join us. And then we have so much service. We have a lot of service to offer. Ask and we will provide. Now what we will do is, let us chant one whole mala. The one entire mala of the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra we will chant, remembering what all we have heard today. So Kashyap Prabhu, if you're ready, let's just read from Srila Prabhupada and then we will all chant. Don't leave right now. Chant this one round. Even if you've completed 16 rounds, do the 17th round today with us, remembering all the things that we've discussed. Prabhupada says, this simple process to become purified. And that simple process is this chanting. Chant Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. This name, Krishna, is reminding me. I must hear and I must chant with the tongue. Then you keep yourself always in Krishna consciousness. Our method is very simple. It doesn't require much education or to become rich or become beautiful or to take birth in a high family. No. In any condition, ahaituki apratihata. If you want to chant the Hare Krishna mantra, there is no impediment in the world. You can, walking on the street, chant Hare Krishna. That will keep you purified. So now, Kashyap Prabhu, please lead us and you chant the entire round and after that, we shall conclude this session. Hare Krishna.
Okay, Prabhuji.
So let us state our combination. Let's talk to the mind. I'm going to be attentive now. I'm going to hear each Hare Krishna Maha Mantra at a time. And in this prayerful mood, let me chant.
Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Prabhu Nityananda, Shri Advait Gadadhar, Shivasati, Gaur Bhaktavinda. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Prabhuji, one round is done.
Okay. Thank you, Kashyap Prabhu. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Prabhuji.
Now, if anyone has any questions, if you have any questions on anything that we discussed or anything about your chanting which you would like to ask, now is the time to do it. So if you have any questions, you can, Mandar Prabhu, you can guide us how they can ask the questions.
Prabhuji, I'll unmute them. I'll unmute everyone and I'll send a request to unmute everybody. They can unmute themselves and ask the question.
Okay, so if you want to ask a question, you can unmute yourself and only unmute yourself if you want to ask a question.
Prabhuji, can you explain the power of this? Prabhuji, can you hear me?
Narottam Prabhuji, you're on mute.
Oh, sorry. Yeah. So, see, there is one question here in the chat box which says, can we write it daily? So, you can write it daily, but that's not a substitute for chanting. So, chanting has to go on. I need to chant with my mouth and hear with my ear. The sound vibration has to be heard. Therefore, sometimes people say, man mein jap kare kya? So, you can't you can't chant in your mind. You need to chant it little audibly so that you hear. I can't hear what is in my mind, right? So I need to chant audibly. And after chanting audibly, if I have time and if I want to write further, great. That's good. That's going to help, in fact. But it can't be a substitute for chanting. Can we walk while chanting? Yes, you can walk while chanting, but it should be a leisurely walk. If I have a 45-minute exercise routine of walking, I should not be chanting with that, because that walking is going to be fast and I want to be able to hear what I'm chanting. So I can just take a stroll, and that should also happen if my legs are hurting too much. Otherwise, the best thing is to sit properly, close your eyes and chant audibly and hear. But if my legs are paining too much, I can stroll and chant, but not like go for a proper walk or go from destination A to destination B, walking fast and chanting. Similarly, it's not ideal to chant while traveling. You should ideally be chanting at your house, in your home, or go to the temple and chant. Remove time for chanting. I don't do important things while traveling. I do unimportant things while traveling. Similarly, I don't want to chant while I'm traveling. I should be chanting at home. At least most of my rounds, I should be chanting at home. How to set up a situation for chanting in a family of non-devotees? Okay, nice question. So I should try and speak to them that this is for my benefit, and I'm going to chant. It's going to help me. It's for my benefit. I'm chanting. And otherwise, the best thing is to chant when they are sleeping. Get up early in the morning, get up before they get up and chant. Otherwise, reason with them. No need to preach to them. No need to get them also to chant. Get your space and chant. Otherwise, get up early and chant, or go to the temple and chant. If it's just not possible to chant at home, go to the temple and chant, or go to a devotee's place and chant. This way you can tackle it. So if there's too much opposition, do that. If there isn't opposition, then just request your space and chant, or get up early and chant before they get up. I hope, Aishwarya Sharma, that helps you. If you have a further follow-up question on this, you may ask.
Prabhuji,
Yes?
Prabhuji, I wanted to know how our fingers should, the japa beads, how they should slide on our fingers. Can it be shown to us so that we'll be more
sure.
perfect?
So, let me just stop screen sharing.
Yes.
Yeah. So, this is our mala, right? And every mala has the front first bead, which we don't chant on. So we chant on the second bead. And we don't use our index finger. Index finger is it's considered inauspicious. Those rituals which we do when a person dies, and if I'm supposed to do last rites, I use the index finger at that time. So I avoid the index finger, and then I can use any other finger. It doesn't really matter. So usually, like in my case, what I do is the thumb and the middle finger. I hold the mala like this.
Right.
You see?
Yes, Prabhuji.
And then if you need support, then you wrap your other fingers around the lower bead so that the beads don't fall off. Just in case this grip goes away, this is also there. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Now you already held it below, so you can easily lift your fingers from here and go here, and then bring it down. Then lift
Right,
your
right,
fingers,
right.
go up, bring it down. That's how you chant.
Okay, okay. Right, right.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you for that practical question.
Yeah.
Your name?
My name is Sainath Deshmukh. Sainath.
Sainath. Okay.
Yes.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Back to the chat box. Someone is saying, my question is, as Hare Krishna Mahamantra is a bhakti mantra, so if we somehow pronounce the Mahamantra wrong, not deliberately, but it happens mistakenly, is that okay? Yeah. Mistakenly, it's fine. But I should, many a times this tendency happens to want to chant fast. Just so that I can finish my, I'm not supposed to finish my rounds, I'm supposed to chant my rounds. So after chanting with proper pronunciation, if sometimes the pronunciation of one or two mantras goes here and there, don't beat yourself up on that. That's fine. But otherwise, I should, sometimes the tendency, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna. That's wrong. Right? Then I don't get the benefit of the doubt. But sometimes, if there is a slip, that's fine. But otherwise, focus on pronunciation. I am remembering Krishna. I'm taking Krishna's name. I need to take it in the way he wants his name to be taken. Sometimes, we have some names like when I was with City, there was this colleague of mine in New York. His spelling was Jose. Okay. Now that can be pronounced in various ways. You can pronounce it as Jose or Jose or Jose. So if you do it in a wrong way, he says, no, my name is Jose. Pronounce it as Jose. So similarly, it's Krishna. It's not Kina. It's not Hare. It's Hare. So proper pronunciation. Chanting of name of Ram and Krishna have power. What is the reference? So that was what we discussed. There are so many references. There are unlimited verses for that. But we will share this PPT with all of y'all. So in the beginning of the presentation, we had those couple of verses about that. So you can get reference. I think someone has raised their hand.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Yes, Pooja Mataji.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Yes, please ask.
Yeah, Prabhuji, I wanted to ask, when we do chanting, we are under an illusion that we are hearing a mantra, but our mind is still wandering. Like we're thinking something and on all that, but we still think that we are under an illusion that Hare Krishna Mahamantra is completely listened by us. Like we are hearing each and every word, but it is not so. So what to do that time? It's basically always, not sometimes, it is always.
Yeah, it is always. And at least you think you're hearing. I don't even think I'm hearing. I know I'm not hearing. So these things we discussed, these things have to be done. I have to take the Mahamantra seriously. I have to take this process of chanting seriously. And for that, I need to alter my lifestyle to give it importance. I need to sleep on time, get up early. Early morning chanting, there is no substitute for it. Nothing beats, chanting at 5:30 in the morning, chanting at 6 in the morning. If I can begin my rounds when the sun is not out, in the summer, when the sun rises much quicker, if I can start at 5:30 in the morning, my japa, I will have good quality japa in due course of time. If I can complete my 16 rounds by 7:30 or maximum by 8 o'clock, and if I can do it in the association of devotees, that will have an impact, because in the morning, I will be more attentive. Also, then all these things, keep reminding myself again and again that I need to hear. Keep reminding myself again and again. Bring the mind back. Read something about japa every day. This is not just one seminar ho gaya and I'm done. This is a daily process. Sometimes not even a daily process. Every mala, I need to remind myself, just hear one Maha Mantra in the whole mala. If I can hear one Maha Mantra also, that's also a very big achievement. So when that is said, we understand how difficult it is. But if I do it properly, Lord's mercy is there and nothing is difficult for Krishna. Krishna can do anything. So if I do my part, if I do all these things, Lord Krishna will definitely help me. The Hare Krishna Mahamantra, Harinam Prabhu will help me. So I need to do my part. Let's take a few more questions from the chat box and then we can go back to a couple of raised hands. Nowhere in your discussion earlier chanting of Ram is taken. Well, we have been talking about the Hare Krishna Mahamantra, which has the name of Lord Ram also. What if other people demotivate us? What should we do? We should get motivation from devotees. So if there are people who are telling us, "Kya jap kar raha hai, chhod de, ya isse kuch hone nahi wala hai." Talk to those devotees. Talk to devotees who will say, "Bahut kuch hone wala hai." You continue. You continue chanting every day. You continue with your 1 round, 2 round, 3 round. Go on, and you will get benefit. So if people are demotivating you, there are people to motivate you also. So associate with those motivators and the demotivation will go away. Associate with devotees. What is the significance of 16 rounds? 16 rounds means 25,000 names, Hare, Ram and Krishna, multiplied by 108, multiplied by, one Hare Krishna Mahamantra 16. So 16 into then 16 rounds comes to 25,000 names. So that is one reason. The other reason is because Srila Prabhupada has set this 16 as our prerequisite of chanting, minimum 16 rounds. So that's why we chant 16 rounds. The Acharya has given us the 16 rounds, therefore we do it. Does it need to be done in one go? No, it doesn't need to be done in one go. You can break it up. In fact, initially you don't even need to chant 16 rounds. If you're new, chant 1 round and then go to 2 and then go to 4. And in this way, gradually increase your rounds and maybe in a year, get to 16 rounds. No need to rush into it. But if you've been coming for a while, then now start chanting 16 rounds. And if 16 rounds together is too much, break it up. Break it up into parts, maybe 8 rounds and then 4 and 4 or 4, 4, 4, 4 or 10 and 6 or 12 and 4, depending on what? Keeping these principles. I need to hear, I am begging for service. Keeping these principles, you can break it up, no problem. Is it necessary that in order to use Tulsi Mala for chanting, one should not eat onion and garlic? Yes. That is why for newcomers, we don't give Tulsi Mala. You can chant on a Kadamba Mala or a Neem Mala or a Rose Mala. And then you give up, you follow full Sattvic lifestyle and then you chant on the Tulsi Mala. When I am doing Japa, my mind is diverted in many other things. Yes, so what do? I bring it back. That's what we have been discussing today. Bring it back. Whenever my mind goes here and there and I realize, many times the mind goes here and there, I don't realize. But when I realize, I bring it back. I start again. Focus on the Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Hard work is needed. Don't think that suddenly you will come across a lecture or a book which will say something and the mind will get controlled. वो ऐसा कभी नहीं होगा. We have to put our hard work. And when we work hard every now and then, bring the mind back, focus on one Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Read something before, chant with devotees, chant in the morning. When we do these things, the mind will come under our control. So Ram and Janvi, thank you for that question. We can see you also. Hare Krishna. Kids. Advantage of Tulsi Mala is that Tulsi Maharani is a devotee of Lord Krishna. Krishna doesn't accept any offering of food without Tulsi Patta on it. And therefore, even our Mahamantra chanting is done on Tulsi beads. So it just increases the intensity of chanting. Therefore, better to start a Sattvic lifestyle so that you can start chanting on Tulsi Mala. But this Hare Krishna Mahamantra is so powerful, even if you are chanting on a Kadam Mala, it's going to give you the same benefit because I need to hear. As long as I'm hearing properly, I'm going to get that same benefit. But it's ideal to chant on Tulsi beads. Should we keep our eyes closed during chanting? Ideally, yes. already we are struggling with one of the senses, which is the mind. If you keep the eyes open and the eyes start to wander here and there, now suddenly there are so many impressions in front of me that can take my mind away. Therefore, it's best to keep the eyes shut. But it's not a hard and fast rule. Even if your eyes are open and chanting, as long as you're hearing, that's fine. It's beneficial. Let's put it this way. It's beneficial to keep the eyes shut. How to avoid sleepiness while chanting? Sleep early. Sleep early. And then if you feel drowsy, start walking and chanting. Put some water on your face. After 3 rounds, if you're feeling sleepy, go to the bathroom, splash some water in your eyes, start chanting. Drink a sip of water and start chanting. Walk and chant. Whatever is needed, you do. Difference between Hare and Hari. Hare is the feminine aspect. So it is Srimati Radharani. Hari is a name of Krishna. Hare is a name of Srimati Radharani. Any tips for female devotee? Hare Krishna Mahamantra speaks to the soul. The soul is neither male nor female. The body is male and female. So no such things. A woman can chant every day. Whatever, even if her cycle is going on, she can chant. If that's what you meant. But otherwise, same rules for everyone else. Male, female, child, no problem. Should we keep our eyes? Okay, we did that. Time management for balancing chanting, office and homework, and how to avoid sleepiness. Yeah, so that's a challenge. There's no doubt about it. No one is saying it's not a challenge to manage time. It is a challenge. We need to use our intelligence, discuss with devotees. If you need help, personal, private, one-on-one help, discuss with devotees. Prabhu, my schedule is like this. Can you help me? You'll get help. But get up early in the morning. When I was working, I used to leave home at 8 o'clock. Some days, in fact, most days, I would reach home only at 10, not before that. And some days I would reach home at 11:30, even midnight. But irrespective of that, without fail, I would get up at 5 in the morning. Even if I slept at 12 or 12:30 or 1, I would get up at 5. I would catch up on the sleep maybe on the weekend, but I would get up at 5 and chant. So getting up early is the best solution to time management. Get up early so you get more time. Now you've developed this time, use it for chanting. But if you need more tips on your specific situation, talk to some devotees. Do I get the same benefit of chanting while walking that I get while sitting and chanting? As long as I am hearing the Maha Mantra, I get the same benefit. Now, whether that is I have fractured both my legs and I'm sleeping and chanting also, if I'm hearing, I get the same benefit. This is the beauty of the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra. You get the same benefit. As long as I'm applying the things we discussed, I'm giving it importance, I will get the benefit. Now, if I have ideal scenario, then I should sit with cross-legged, straight back, closed eyes and try and chant. At least few rounds chant like that. And then you could walk. Lord Krishna, Lord Ram, Lord Vishnu. Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Lord Ram, Lord Vishnu, everyone is an incarnation or an expansion of Lord Krishna. Therefore, Krishnastu Bhagavan Swayam. Ete Chamsa Kala Pumsa Krishnastu Bhagavan Swayam. Krishna has many incarnations, many expansions, but Krishnastu Bhagavan Swayam. Krishna is the Supreme Personality of God. Why more thoughts in day, in less thoughts in morning? I don't understand that question. Okay, why is mind less troublesome in the morning? Because the Brahma Murta time is there. So that time is more conducive. The mode of goodness is there. And it's more conducive for spiritual activity. The mode of passion is active during the day. So it's more conducive for performing activity. Is there any service you can provide me? Yes, there is a lot of service we can provide. So just get in touch with the devotees whom you are in touch with. If you are attending Mandar Prabhu's class, speak to Mandar Prabhu. If you are attending a program by Kashyap Prabhu, speak to him. Speak to them. Otherwise, in this chat box right now, we will provide you with a phone number. Kashyap Prabhu, if you can just do that, and you can write there and we can get in touch with you and we can provide you with service. Is it compulsory to bathe and only chant? It's not compulsory. You can chant even without doing it. It's beneficial because now your body is cleansed, you feel fresher, and then you can chant. And it's important to chant in Brahma Muhurta. It's not compulsory, but it's important. Okay. So let's unmute. Two people have their hands raised. Niva and Rishan. So you can unmute yourself and ask.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna.
Thank you for today's session. It was very, very beneficial. My question is about my kids. I have two kids. One is 7.5 and one is 4.5. I know the importance of chanting, and fortunately, it has come to me later in life, but fortunately, it has come to me. I would like my children to benefit from it at a much earlier time. And so my question is directed towards this. How do I get them involved? Is there anything that is mentioned in Bhagavad Gita or by Srila Prabhupada, or how to do it, how to get this done? Thank you.
Thank you that you are you want your kids to get involved. That's very nice. You've gotten involved. Now it's obvious we want to get our loved ones involved. And kids are, while I may not be able to convince my parents, but I can definitely convince my kids because kids are under my supervision. And according to Shastra, till the age of 15, I need to keep the kids in my supervision. And if my kids do something wrong till the age of 15, they don't get the bad result. I get the bad result because I allowed it to happen. They were under my supervision. I had control over them and I didn't direct them properly. So we need to direct our kids in Krishna consciousness. Children are like sponges. What you give them, they will absorb. You give them Bollywood songs, they will absorb that. And they have a wonderful memory. They can absorb things very fast. You give them bhakti, they will absorb. So I want to ask you, are your kids participating in our children's program that happens on Sunday?
No, Prabhuji, they are not as of now.
Okay. Would you like them to?
Sure, Prabhuji.
Okay. So what I will do is, Mandar Prabhu, if you can just share on the chat box the details of this children program. And Mataji, I would like to know, are you in touch with some devotees?
Yes, Prabhuji, I am.
Okay. So who are you in touch with?
I'm in touch with Hitesh Prabhuji.
Okay. So Hitesh will give you the information on the children's program. And you can then join that. That happens every Sunday at 4:30 p.m. wherein we have a session. It's also on Zoom now, but otherwise it's at a home of one of our devotees, Mandar Prabhu. So his wife, who herself has 2 children, her elder daughter and this Mataji, they conduct the session together. And we have around 15, 20, 25 sometimes children participating in that. So that is the first thing I would recommend, especially for your 7-year-old. He or she can participate in that program. And very soon, what we're going to do is we're going to also conduct a separate Japa session only for children. And I would like it if you can participate for that. The other thing is, children learn by the example of their parents. So now you are chanting. You should be chanting when your children can see you chant. You should be chanting in front of your children. And you can talk to them. Let's see, mommy is chanting. And right, I would not do something which is useless. So this is so beneficial. And tell your children stories of Lord Krishna. When you tell your children stories, bedtime stories should be stories of Lord Krishna, stories of Lord Ram, stories of Lord Narasimha. And in this way, get your kids to know Krishna through the pastimes. And then gradually tell them that, this name of Lord Krishna, why don't you also chant with me? And initially, they may not even do a whole mala. You tell them to chant 11 times with you properly and tell them to chant 21 times. You can put a picture of Krishna in front of them and you can tell them Krishna is hearing you. So let's chant nicely. And then they fold their hands and they chant 11 times, 21 times, 50 times. Get them eventually to chant one mala with you. Sit with them and chant. And in this way, you can make it like a program. wherein you and your kids together chant. It could be after they take bath. It could be before they sleep. You choose whatever is a convenient time. Don't make it very rigid. Don't make it very ritualistic. Don't make it very technical. Make it fun for them. Tell them this is Krishna hearing you. Maybe tell them a story before they start chanting. And in this way, together with them, you start them, get them on this process of chanting. So if you do this, they will definitely catch on, and get them to join that Sunday session that we have. The details Hitesh will give you.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Thank you for participating. Yes, Rashmi Mataji, you've raised your hand. You can unmute yourself.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Yes.
Prabhuji, just wanted to ask how to get little less lethargic while chanting in the morning. I do join the Japa session every morning, but many a times in between I get sleepiness, as you told us, like to sleep early. But despite of that, it happens mostly. And some or the other, like some beats I miss. I do not complete the round with Kashyap Prabhuji many a times. So basically, I understand that there is some kind of enjoying tendency also, like, okay, let me sleep a little more, or let me be at rest, the posture thing which you told. So like, is there something strict I can tell to myself that if you don't do it this way, maybe Lord is not accepting or something like that?
No, not putting it that way. Not putting it that way. But reminding ourselves, just like, when the session starts in the morning, Kashyap Prabhu reads that Japa inspiration. Like that, if we remind ourselves on the importance of chanting, and definitely there will be days. In fact, today morning, when I started, I thought, okay, I have to conduct the session today. So let me be very mindful of all these things while chanting. Hear one mantra at a time, focus on the pronunciation, beg Krishna for mercy, pray. But I was inattentive also today. So it happens. Our mind is used to being free, used to being doing whatever it wants to. So it's not so easy to bring the mind back. But we must do our part. So I must sleep on time. I must wake up on time. If needed, let me stretch a bit before I start chanting. Let me read something inspirational before I start chanting. Let me get on that session and chant with devotees. If I feel sleepy, start walking and chant. Put water in your eyes and chant. After that also, if you are inattentive, just chant. Just chant and pray to the Lord for his mercy. Beg the Lord that tomorrow you will be able to chant better. And in the day, do your services nicely so that tomorrow again, it's a new day. It's a fresh day. Another chance to connect with Lord Krishna. So this is a whole lifestyle. It's not just a ritualistic, technical thing that I can plug into for 2 hours in the day. If I am conscious of Krishna during the day, if I am performing some services during the day, I will be more conscious of Krishna in my japa. And if I'm conscious of Krishna in my japa, automatically I will be more conscious of Krishna during the day. So therefore, it is Krishna consciousness. I read, I do services, I associate with devotees, I honor prasad, I offer prasad, I pray, I do arti, and I also chant nicely in the morning. This whole lifestyle will lead to good quality japa. And if after, reading also, if that time, sometimes you need to really stop, remove the mala, and for 5 minutes read something and then get back if the mind is so distractful. Even that is fine. And after that also, if it is, just complete your rounds that day and focus again tomorrow.
Yes, Prabhuji.
Okay, Mataji, there is we must take heart. We must take heart from the fact that it works. There are so many devotees, it works. So if it's not working with me, I need to put more efforts and it will work. And it will work in due course of time. I must continue day in and day out.
Yes, Prabhuji.
So here Kashyap Prabhu has shared our WhatsApp number. This is our new WhatsApp number. If you have any question, you can write to us on this number. or you can even leave a voice note on this number and we will get back to you. Or you can write to us at Geeta Class Online, GITA, Geeta Class Online @gmail.com, and we will get back to you. Another question, is it true that in Purnima or Ekadashi, one round of chanting is equal to, okay. So there are various such things written in Shastra. It is said in the Dham when you chant, it is more. In Kartik, if you chant, it's more. In Kartik, in the Dham, if you chant, it's more. In Kartik, in the Dham, on this Ekadashi or this Purnima, if you chant, it's more. All those are true. So those benefits you definitely get. There's no doubt about it. But those same benefits are available in daily chanting also sitting in a city like Mumbai. We just have to be attentive to chanting. Chant with attention. Hear the sound vibration and the benefit is there. But definitely what Shastra says is true. You get extra benefit when you chant on special occasions or when you chant in the Dham. Therefore on Ekadashi we tend to chant more, or in a Dham we tend to chant more, or we tend to go to the Dham. That's definitely true. Are there any questions, Mandar Prabhu, on YouTube?
Let me check, Prabhu. Zoe is confirming this. I'm just checking, Prabhuji, with Zoe. But one question has come on my chat box is why we raise both hands in front of deities while chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra.
Yeah, that is a sign of surrender. That Lord, I give up. You know, just like when the police catches a thief, raise your hands in the air. I give up. I surrender. That means I am useless now. I have given up. I don't want to use my mind anymore to solve my problems. Krishna, you please take care. So therefore we raise our hands in front of the deity, or even when we, in Kirtan, sometimes devotees raise their hands, especially when they dance, they raise their hands. So this is a sign that Lord, please, I am dependent on you. Dham means a holy place. The holy place like Vrindavan, Mayapur, Ayodhya, Dwarka, Jagannath Puri, Tirupati. These are dhams. Dham means auspicious holy place. The place where the Lord has performed his pastimes. Varsha Mataji has her hand raised. Yes, Mataji, you can unmute yourself.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Prabhuji,
your voice is not very audible, Mataji.
Can you hear me now, Prabhuji?
Yes, now.
Okay, Prabhuji. Prabhuji, after listening to everything today, Prabhuji, I'm a little disappointed with my chanting, because especially I'm not even joining the morning Japa section since so many days now. So, Prabhuji, I want to join every day, at least from now onwards. But Prabhuji, the problem is that I am able to sleep only at around 11:30 p.m. 12 every day. And every day, despite the alarm rings at around 5, I somehow am not able to get up and join the session. So Prabhuji, what attitude should be there, Prabhuji, if at least you could, Prabhuji, repeat once more, it will be motivational for me to join from tomorrow.
So even if you can't join, Mataji, as long as you remove sufficient time, see, sometimes it may happen that if your schedule is such that you are not able to sleep before midnight, then at least, few days in a week, you can try and get up early, but there may be few days in a week where you may not be able to get up early. But if there is no option during the day to chant, then we must get up early. But if there is option to chant during the day, then that's fine. Then at least we should make it a point to chant nicely. But knowing that the importance of chanting in the morning, reminding ourselves of that is inspirational. But it is not easy to get up in the morning. No one is doubting that. It is difficult to get up in the morning, especially if you sleep late. Therefore, we must try to sleep early. But if that's not, sometimes, what happens is circumstantially, it's not possible to get up in the morning. And those are for some period of time. So if that's the case, no problem. Let that time go by. Something is there, and because of that, for the next few days or few weeks, it's difficult because my schedule is gone for a toss. But it should not be a regular occurrence. It should not be a daily thing. And I should, stop just 1 second. I should, sorry for that. So I need to understand that this morning chanting is important. And with that, I mean, I need to be self-determined, but I don't need to beat myself up. Just in case I'm not able to do that, I should not be negative or be pessimistic that what's the use? My chanting has no use. I should continue. I should be motivated even in my scenario. But that should be like those situations should be only when it's really required. Otherwise, if out of laziness I am not able to get up, or out of laziness I'm not able to sleep because I'm spacing out, then I should sleep early and I should get up early. After that, if it's just not possible to sleep early because I have my household responsibilities to do, then that's fine. And if I have some time during the day to chant, then I should make that time and chant.
Thank you so much, Prabhuji.
How to stay away from materialistic people? Associate more with devotees. In your workplace, obviously, you will have association of materialistic people. There's no doubt about that. So associate with them only as much as is required. Let's just associate with them regarding work. Let's not associate with them after office hours. Let's not talk to them about other things. My family also, if I have to associate with certain materialistic people in my family, if there are such people, let me just be very formal with them and let me keep away. Let me keep away with bad association in this way. And the way to do it is by bringing in good association. Bad association will go away if good association is brought. So start associating with devotees and automatically you will not feel the need to associate with materialists. And at work, keep it limited to professional exchanges. Is there a certain direction in which we should chant? No. North, south, east, west. If you are a yogi, upside down, chant. Hear the Maha Mantra, chant. No direction. In Delhi, due to cold, can someone start chanting without bath? Yes, that's fine. That's absolutely fine. No problem. You can chant without that. As I said, it's ideal to be clean and chant. But if you can't, at least brush your teeth, wash your face and start chanting. We don't make it rigid. Jab chanting ke pehle ye sab karna hai. You start chanting. That's the most important. So if in the morning it's too cold, chant in the morning without taking a bath. Rather than let me wait to take a bath at 8 o'clock and then chant. Let me chant at 6 and take a bath at 8. That's fine. That's just here. Question sent on email. Okay. Yeah. They are read by me and they are read by Kashyap Prabhu, who handles the email. So it's not read by anyone else. If you just want to ask me, I think you are on the group. You have my number. You can ask me. Otherwise, they are read by me and Kashyap Prabhu. And because he helps me out in this service, so I dictate the reply to him on a voice note, and he helps me out by typing it out. So it stays confidential. You can write the email. It stays confidential, just between the two of us. Prabhupada's autobiography book. It's not an autobiography, it's a biography. So Prabhupada has not written it about himself. An autobiography is someone who writes about himself. A biography is when a biographer, someone else writes. So Prabhupada's biography, the book's name is Srila Prabhupada Leelamrita. Leelamrita. You'll get it in any ISKCON temple bookstore. If you need us to get it for you, you can let us know. You can write on that number or on the email and we'll help you out. If we miss chanting all 16 rounds, then should we catch up next day? Yes, we should. But we should make sure we don't miss. We should not miss at all. But just in case some freak thing happens and we miss, first thing next day is we should complete those rounds and then also do the next day 16 rounds. How do we know when mind is ordering or the soul is ordering? Nice question. the devotees help us with that. So when I have such a conundrum, I should ask the devotees I am in touch with. My dear Prabhu or Mataji, this is what I feel. Now you tell me whether this is the mind or the soul. Is this beneficial for my Krishna consciousness or not? So ask devotees, and devotees will help us out with that. All right, it seems that we're done. If you do have any other questions, you can write to us. Kashyap Prabhu, I request you to put the number once more and the email ID. And you can WhatsApp us a question or you can write to us. I request all of you to join your regular programs. If you're joining Mandar Prabhu's Gita class, please join. Join us for Chad. And if you participate in the reading session every evening, join that. And if you need help with Japa, please join this morning Japa session. It's really very nice, 6 a.m. We will share this PPT with all of you so that you get all the details. Thank you very much for joining. Thank you, Kashyap Prabhu, for assisting in the chanting. Thank you, Mandar Prabhu and Zui for moderating the whole thing. And thank you, Zui. Special thanks to her for creating the poster for this session. And thank you to all of you for joining. We hope to see you again soon. Shri Harinam Prabhu ki jai. Jagat Guru Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Gaur Bhakta Vrinda ki jai. Gaur Premanande Hari Bol.